What do you get if you cross a student and an alien? Something from another university. That's not even funny. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. I'm so excited that you clicked on today's video because today we're going to be talking about online college classes. I have taken a fair share of online classes. I know how difficult they might seem, or you just have a bunch of questions regarding online classes. I know I did whenever I first started taking them, and I also want to share my experience to see if online might be the route you want to take, or if you want to stick to in-person classes. I know personally I'm a very online person. I learn better that way if I'm in control, and it also helps schedule wise, so I'm going to give you all the advice that I can and share my experience. So let's go ahead and get started. So I guess what I'm going to start out with is what exactly encompasses an online class and what kind of can you expect with an online class. Online classes are designed to be flexible and fit your schedule, because when you're going to college you're going to have to work, you're going to have to probably volunteer if you're housing. I know some of my housing is going to require me to volunteer and everything, so you have to have a really flexible schedule in college if you want to be able to make enough money and just live and everything. So it's important to kind of, when you're thinking about when you're scheduling your classes, everything, is it going to be easy for you to go to this class and still manage to go to work and still study and everything. And so online classes gives us the advantage of we can do it in our own time, we can get ahead. Usually the professor might schedule an exam or a quiz this day, or they might put assignments a week in advance or 2 weeks, and you can go ahead and get that done, which that's a lot better than, waiting until you get to the class in person and you're like, oh, okay, I only have like a day or something. I'm not exactly sure how college classes in person work because I've only taken online classes, but I want to share my experience kind of if I'm gonna equivalent, because even if you're taking a high school class, you're sitting in front of a lecturer, and it kind of works the same way, I believe, in college if you're taking an in-person class. So online classes have been my favorite. I love them. Even though I'm not able to interact with the class and everything, it still gives me the advantage of I'm able to do it whenever I want. I can get ahead. I mean, yes, you can get behind, but if you just stay on top of everything, you're going to be totally okay. So the first piece of advice that I want to give you that is going to make you survive college, no matter if it's in person or online, is talk to your professors, because they're not there to fail you, they're there to help you succeed. And if that means getting a 70.01 to pass the class, then so be it. They're not there to fail you. Like, yes, you may think that they're attacking you or they're giving you a bad grade because of this or that, and you keep feeling like you're not doing the assignment right and they're just, not giving you a good grade. This semester I took an English class, and I seriously thought at first she was just giving me horrible grades because I was doing it wrong or something. But what she told me after I contacted her, and I was in very good contact, she explained to me that obviously she's just helping us become a better, version of ourselves academically. And that's what's really important to know, is that professors are there to help you. That's their job. Yeah, they might seem like they might be attacking you, but if you go in there with the mindset of I'm talking to them because I want help and I want to do my best, then it's going to be totally okay. And I am living proof that if you just talk to your professors, they will love you. I mean, okay, not necessarily love you, but I have been so scared to contact them. I will ask a very stupid feeling question, but they just reassure me that they're glad that I contacted them, and they're glad that I reached out, and I was like, I just want to do the best I can because that's what they want to see. And this also helps if you're not doing well in the class. They're going to be more lenient with your grades, and they're going to help you. They might give you a better score because you're actually getting help, and you're not just sitting here like, okay, I give up, I don't even want to try. They're like, oh wow, she actually cares about her grades and she cares about how she performs academically, and that really stands out on the academic side, and it helps you do better and perform better. The second piece of advice that is kind of obvious, but do your assignments. It doesn't matter if one assignment might not be weighted that much, or it doesn't really apply or whatever. Do your assignments. And this kind of goes into, if you do your assignments at the beginning of the semester, and then maybe the 3 weeks before the end of the semester, you can kind of probably skip out on an assignment. I'm not suggesting that, but if you're literally draining yourself and everything, and you just want to, miss out on an assignment, that is okay, but don't do it at the beginning, because then, if you're skipping them all at the beginning, then you're gonna be high-key stressed trying to get them all turned in and trying to, you know, make that 70 point whatever, you know, to pass, and it's not worth it. Just, you know, do your assignments on time, and if you don't understand what an assignment is talking about, that goes back to talking to your professor and they will answer. There was so many assignments this semester that I had to contact them and I had to be like, I don't know what you're asking and I want to make sure I'm doing the assignment right. So just reach out, talk, and do your assignments on time. I promise you, it's like the key to college. The third piece of advice that really resonates with me, and I believe that it will resonate with a lot of you guys, is your mental health comes first, your family comes first, whatever you're going through, it does come first before academics. I'm a strong advocate for this, and I know that a lot of people would disagree with it, but I promise you, if you put yourself in the right mindset and you take care of your mind, you will perform so much better academically, and this goes back to reaching out and being honest with your professors, because this semester I was so blunt and honest with my English professor, and she was thankful for that, but she also gave me her advice from, you know, she's, you know, a certain age and she has more experience than me, and that really, it helped me so much and it gave me so much determination and motivation, because yeah, I mean, I didn't tell her, you know, my whole life story of what was going on, but I did, you know, kind of explain, hey, I'm doing this, I'm going through this, and it's just really affecting me academically, and I might apologize for not turning in an assignment, but just be honest and be real and know that your mental health does come first. It's okay if you don't get that one assignment done. It's not the end of the world. Just push harder and go farther the next time or the next assignment. I promise you, it's okay to have mental health days. I know our society thinks that it's not, that your depression's gonna win or your anxiety is gonna win, but it's not. And when it comes to academics, it does not matter if you don't graduate in 4 years or 3 years or 2 years, whatever it is. You can graduate on your own time, in God's timing, because that is the perfect timing, is God's timing. But you don't have to rush and be like, oh, I want to be this age when I graduate. Like, yeah, that would be cool, but it's not worth stressing yourself out, failing classes, because those classes cost money, and you ultimately have to realize that you come first, and it's okay if you need to take a semester off, because as soon as you do accomplish graduating with a bachelor's, you're going to feel so amazing, and it doesn't matter the time that it took you to accomplish that goal. Another piece of advice that I want to give you guys is to write everything out. Write your assignments out, your tests out, whatever you can, write it out, because if you see it, then you can be like, oh, hey, I might be going out of town that weekend, and you can go ahead and get that assignment done so you're not stressed about it. I high-key recommend, I probably said high-key a lot of times, but I totally recommend, if you have a quiz due on Sunday and it's open at the beginning of the week, go ahead and hardcore study for it and get that out of the way, because when the weekend comes, you're not going to want to do it. I can vouch for that. You're not going to want to do it. So do it just in advance, and then when the weekend comes, you're like, hey, oh my gosh, I have a quiz due, but you already did it. So it really makes me happy knowing that I already did it and it's done, and I'm not stressing at like trying to get it in by 11:59 or whatever the deadline is. Just do it early, because you will thank yourself and you'll actually be able to relax and go hang out with your friends or sleep with your cats and watch Netflix, like whatever floats your boat. Just get the assignment done and don't stress. Okay, so this is something that I learned for the first 2 classes that I took were last summer in 2018, and they were really great. It was my first experience online, and I absolutely loved my professors. Well, one of them I loved more than the other one, but honestly I did love the classes overall. I took an English class, I think it was English Comp 1, and then I took a American government class, and I did love the American government class because I love politics and history, but the way that his style was a little interesting in how he did his online teaching. But what I'm kind of getting at with that is the fact that when it comes to books, this goes for any college class, do your research and literally hunt down the cheapest you can find. I think that I got my books from slugbook.com, and the 2 books that I had got, they were like going to be like 500 bucks new, and I got them both for $10. So I recommend that, or rent them off of Amazon. This semester I got my econ book from Amazon for $13, and it was for the course of the semester. So I am someone who, when it comes to online classes, I actually have to have the book in front of me. I like it open. I like to, because If you own the book, then you know you can do whatever you want. If you want to resell it, then I don't suggest doing that. But if you are renting a book, it says that you could still, you know, highlight and stuff. But regardless, I don't like the PDF versions because sometimes professors will be like, hey, free online book. But for me, I like having the physical copy, and I will hunt down the cheapest option because I'm not about to spend $500 on a tree. That does not appeal to me, and that does not appeal to my bank account either, so we're not going to do that. I really hope that this video helped you. It gave you some insight, it gave you some advice, or you just simply wanted to watch me ramble and not be able to speak English because I struggle at that. I know that this personally was some advice that I wanted to know whenever I first started taking online college classes, so I really hope it helped. I would love to answer any questions that you have, so feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will definitely reply to them. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much, and as always, be happy.